Brought to you by the Every Dollar app. Start budgeting for free today.
My question is about fair pay. My coworker and I'm a senior graphic designer. He is a regular graphic designer, which is a step below me. He makes $80,000 and I make $68,000. And I'm wondering, how can I discuss this with my manager without throwing her under the bus?
How'd you find out?
Through discussion.
With him or with
some water cooler break talk, and they're like, "What are you making?" Like, I'm making 80, and they're like, "Oh gosh." Do they know how much you make?
Yeah, it's just conversation with my coworker.
Okay.
Which I know is normally not supposed to happen.
Well, it's all the rage among the youth is the new salary transparency. We should all be talking all the time about how much we make and like fight and like unionize, you know? So I get it.
Right, that's exactly what she told me.
Have you mentioned it? Have you mentioned it at all to your leader?
No, I have not.
Okay, so you're just looking for strategy on how to bring it up.
And I understand you want to be, cautious and tactful and not be like, well, so-and-so told me that they make this. I think you need to bring it up in a way that's like, hey, like I found this information out and I'm just curious how you guys look at valuing these positions because I've been in this position this long. I'm at this role. What does a growth plan look like? Is there a reason why I'm behind on that? Okay. Or is it just, hey, the market has changed and they're needing to pay more to get new talent? Like my guess is that it's not malicious. And my hope is that they do the right thing and go, yeah, no, we'll give you a bump. Maybe it's not today. Maybe it's, hey, at your annual review, we're going to relook at this and give you what's fair. And if they treat this callously, I think that's also a sign that you need to go elsewhere. If you feel like you deserve more with the role and experience you have, I wouldn't hold on to the grudge and resentment and stay where you are. I'd be looking elsewhere.
Okay.
But it's going to be uncomfortable. I would call that out. We have a guide on uncomfortable conversations on our Entree leadership side for business owners that I think would also help you. You're not on the leadership side, you're on the other side, but just opening and say, hey, I need to have an uncomfortable conversation. And I would leave as much emotion as you can out of it, which is hard. Yes. So I would do your venting privately and then walk in there with a lot of logic and not a lot of feelings.
Yeah, I think, George, you nailed it when you said curiosity, because I'm just thinking through this and looking at possibilities, because the truth is you've got to, as much curiosity as you can have and as much as it's just, I don't know, because the truth is maybe your coworker said no on another benefit to get to get more money in their pocket. Like there's different ways that people could have negotiated their salary, and benefits are a part of that too. True. I'm just saying
we don't know the full story.
We don't know the full story, and you guys are talking. Listen, at the end of the day, I don't know. I would not put all of my stock in what my coworker is saying. I would give some benefit of the doubt also to your manager. I'm just saying, don't come in guns a-blazing. That's all I'm saying.
Okay.
Have you been getting raises regularly?
I've gotten one raise two raises in 5.5 years.
Okay. And do you feel like those were fair, or do you feel like, hey, I went from, junior to senior, there should have been a much bigger bump than just like a cost of living adjustment?
One of them was cost of living, one of them was a raise.
Okay. Yeah, I would bring it up. Do you have an annual review coming up soon, or like a one-on-one with your leader that you have regularly?
In December.
Okay. That's a good time to have that. You could start the conversation now, and they might say, hey, let's punt this to December, and we'll have a bigger converation around it, because your comp will likely change by then anyways.
Okay.
But your feelings are valid. Let me just say that. So you're not, I don't like, hey, just suck it up and do your job. You're fine. I think you have very fair and valid feelings. I just know attacking it with that level is going to feel like entitlement. And I've been there. I have attacked that problem with my leaders going, I feel like I should be making more because other people make good. That's just not going to play well, unfortunately, in reality.
Yeah, that's the thing. I was happy with what I was making until I found out that information.
Yeah. And that's why the comparison game of salary, it's never going to be like, oh, great, we're making the exact same amount and we're doing the exact same level of work with the same amount of effort. It just always turns into one person being resentful and upset. And that's the downside of these salary transparency conversations. So I think just approaching it in a collaborative way, in a curious way, of just going, hey, help me understand why this is and what a growth plan would be like. That's going to put the ball in their court to say, okay, yeah, that's fair.
What'd you say?
So I should not let them know that I'm aware of her pay, correct?
You can't. I mean, I think it's honest to say, hey, I heard this like through the grapevine, like this. The conversation came up. Whatever it is, you don't need to say they told me. But they're probably going to ask, like, hey, like how did that come up? Because that can also mean, hey, we were, quote, gossiping.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That can feel like that. So if I'm the leader, I'm going, why are you guys all in the break room?
Well, I'd even own
numbers?
that. I'd own that and say, listen, this is probably information I shouldn't know, but I became aware of it. And and that way you're saying, hey, we're not supposed to be chatting about this, but at the same time, if somebody just up and tells you something, they just up and told you. So it's it's not Men in Black. We can't just, what's the little pin?
But I would also be, if you feel like this is the case and they haven't been looking at it and been ignoring it, whether on purpose or subconsciously, I would also be looking for other positions. And the job market's tough right now, so it might be, 6 months before you find something that lands. But if you feel like, hey, it's my time to go anyways, my heart's not in it here anymore, then I would be considering that. But if you love it there and all other things aside, you're like, no, I love it. I just feel like I should be paid what I'm worth based on marketplace value. That's a different conversation.
Okay. That's very helpful.
How old are you?
Thank you. 35.
Call us back and tell us what happened, or leave the message. Tell us what happens. I want to know.
Yeah.
To be continued.
Yeah, we never know what happens with these conversations. Okay, that'll be a fun report back. Hey, remember I called about that? Well, I got the raise, or
I know, right?
I found a new job making more.
Are you hearing this, James?
I'm making a note.
James is making a... But I felt this, Jade. I've been at Ramsey, 12 years now.
Yeah.
And I've had 6 jobs.
You've been here 12 years? Holy smokes.
Yeah. I started when I was a little baby boy.
A wee lass.
I haven't grown physically, but I have grown a lot emotionally, mentally.
I can see, yes.
And so I feel like I know that feeling because I've been there. And sometimes it was a legitimate, hey, there was maybe some poor leadership.
Yeah.
Maybe it was a poor timing.
Yeah.
But a lot of the times it was just me. It was the guy inside, and I was drinking my own poison, creating a narrative that wasn't true.
About this versus that, or me versus
or like
them.
Why I'm not, just this sort of like little man syndrome, fist in the air.
Do you feel like do you feel like you fell victim to the little man syndrome?
Well, I think there's just a level of it's never going to be as fast as you want, and you're always going to feel like, well, I deserve more. I work hard around here.
Yeah.
And then over time, you look back and you're like, why was I
like this?
Yeah.
Yeah, I hear that.
Just the way you approached it. It was like the problem was true.
But how
the way
we went about it,
it's like your attitude towards it makes all the difference.
Been there. Been there, done that.
I feel for her. I hope it goes well.
Create your free every dollar budget today, the simplest way to budget for your life.